Welcome to our channel. Today we'll treat a part of biology known as microorganisms. Microorganisms are those living things that cannot be seen with the naked eyes except with the use of equipment called microscope. So we are going to look into these microorganisms. We're going to treat microorganisms with questions and answers for better understanding. The first question here says, viruses cause diseases using their dash. A. Protein coats. B. Nucleic acids. C. None of the above. D. All of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Nucleic acid. So this chemical compound called nucleic acid is what viruses use to manipulate the nuclei of cells of organisms, and during this process they can cause one or two diseases in organisms. The next question says, based on nucleic acid contents, viruses are grouped into dash viruses. A. DNA and RNA viruses. B. HPA and TCA viruses. C. PPA and APP viruses. D. TTA and ANR viruses. In this question, the correct answer is A. DNA and RNA viruses. According to virologists, this is one of the criteria for classifying viruses. So we have some viruses that contain DNA as the genetic material. Those viruses that contain DNA as the genetic materials are called DNA viruses. But those ones that have RNA as the genetic material are called RNA viruses. The next question says, a virus that attacks bacteria is called dash. A. Bacteriophage. B. Virophage. C. Hybridomas. D. Fungiphage. In this question, the correct answer is A. Bacteriophage. Well, studies have shown in virology that there are some viruses that attack their fellow microorganisms. So any virus that attacks bacteria is called a bacteriophage. Virology is a branch of science that deals with the study of viruses. The next question says, the enzyme used by HIV to manipulate the nuclear contents of the cell of AIDS patient is called dash. A. Reverse transcriptase. B. Renin. C. Thioline. D. Hexokinase. In this question, the correct answer is A. Reverse transcriptase. This reverse transcriptase is the enzyme that this virus called HIV used to manipulate the nucleus of the cell of AIDS patients. And in this process, this virus will cause more problem to this individual. The next question says, a substance that increases our resistance to viral infection is called dash. A. Interferon. B. Inferno. C. Interferon. D. Interferon. In this question, the correct answer is A. Interferon. So this interferon is the substance in the body which the body uses to resist infection, especially viral infection. The next question says, the pus found around wound is as a result of the fight between pathogenic microbes and dash. A. Leukocytes. B. Erythrocytes. C. Thrombocytes. D. Plasma. In this question, the correct answer is A. leukocytes. Well, leukocytes is another name for white blood cells. Well, studies have shown that the white blood cells is a type of blood cell that defends the body against diseases, and these white blood cells, also called leukocytes, fights microorganisms that are capable of causing diseases in the body. The next question says, the leukocytes that destroy pathogenic microbes using similar feeding mode of amoeba is called dash A. Lymphocytes, B. Phagocytes, C. All of the above, D. None of the above. In this question, the correct answer is B. Phagocytes. So these blood cells called phagocytes destroy harmful microorganisms by engulfing this microorganism. And this process called engulfment, or this process of engulfing these harmful organisms, is similar feeding mode of amoeba. The next question says, the conversion of fibrinogen to fibrin by the enzyme called thrombin is a process associated with dash A. Blood clotting, B. Phagocytosis, C. Respiratory system, D. Nervous system. In this question, the correct answer is A. Blood clotting. When an individual sustains an injury, he or she will lose some blood, but after some time, the bleeding will stop. The chemical process that occurs which stops the bleeding is the conversion of a compound called fibrinogen to another compound called fibrin by an enzyme known as thrombin, and this process is associated with blood clotting. All these processes are talking about blood clotting or pointing at blood clotting. The next question says, an important medication called penicillin was derived from a microorganism called dash A. Aspergillus niger, B. Streptomyces gracius, C. Acetobacteria xylenium, D. Penicillium notatum. In this question, the correct answer is D. Penicillium notatum. So there is a medication called penicillin. Penicillin have moved in different parts of the country, and this penicillin was discovered through a mistake by a scientist that was doing a research, and there is an organism called Penicillium notatum. This Penicillium notatum is a fungus. This fungus is an organism where this medication called penicillium was derived. The next question says, gram-positive bacteria appear dash microscopically. A. Purple, B. Red, C. Yellow, D. Black. In this question, the correct answer is A. Purple.